Another powerful way to start mastering your mind is to stop believing thoughts. In reality, all thoughts are not true. And a belief is simply a thought that you take to be true. See that there are simply thoughts that are arising, thoughts that are coming, thoughts that are going. And as soon as you believe the thought to be true, you are giving that thought power. Thoughts feel overwhelming because you are believing them to be true. Thoughts, or the mind, seems to overpower you. But simply realize that it is you that is giving power to the mind. The mind cannot exist without you, but you exist without the mind. The power that you give to the mind is your belief. It's that you believe it to be true. But realize that the mind is just chatting. It's just gossiping. But it's when you believe it to be true, that's when these thoughts feel overwhelming. They feel like they can push you and pull you. They feel like they can shake you or disturb you. Take away the belief by not believing the thoughts. And these thoughts are no longer overwhelming. They're no longer overpowering you. Belief is a strong power. And it's like you're taking back your power. You're pulling your power back away from the thoughts. So this very basic, very simple fact that not all thoughts need to be believed in. See that it's something, it's a habit that you're used to. A thought arises and you believe it to be true. It's as if you didn't know there was another option. It's as if you didn't know that you could choose to not believe that thought. And if you try this, you start seeing in your direct experience that you are no longer enslaved by the mind. You quickly start mastering the mind. It has no power over you. When all these thoughts appear to be untrue. If every thought that's appearing is seen to be untrue, how much attention are you going to give this mind? How much attention are you going to give your thoughts? How much interest are you going to give to the mind? How interesting are these thoughts going to be when they are seen to be not true? The beliefs are strong because there's a sense of whatever you're believing is to be true. Like I said, the belief is a thought that you are taking to be true. All beliefs are broken by seeing that they are not true. So when the thoughts arise, you can simply say, that's not true, and watch how it doesn't have any power. Of course, I'm verbalizing it. You don't actually have to verbalize it and say, that's not true. You could at the start. But you'll see it's as if you're dismissing it. The thought arises, please believe me, please believe me. Oh, okay, I'll believe you. And then you get drawn in to the dream of thinking. But when the thought arises, please believe me, that's not true. You'll see it just drops. It just drops. It's sort of like a movie. These movies that at the very start of the movie it says based on a true story. That's when you kind of perk up and you're even more interested in the movie. This is going to be really good because there's some truth to it. It's based on a true story. See, you're more interested in the movie now that it said based on a true story. You're giving your attention to the movie more because it's based on a true story. And these thoughts of the mind, it's like a movie. It's like a movie that's played. The mind is like a cinema. And it's as if every thought that's arising, all these movies that are being played, it's as if you're somehow reading based on a true story. So then you give it more attention and you're very interested in it. And you lose yourself in the movie more. You become identified with those thoughts. But there's this sense when you say that's not true, that there's this feeling of stepping back from the mind. You've lost interest. It's not that interesting. It's not true. So that's a very helpful, you could say, practice for taking back your power. Taking back your power. And very quickly you'll see how powerful this practice is. And the more of your power that you take back, there's a sense that you're resting in your power. You're standing in your power. You realize that, yeah, you have been empowering the mind this whole time. And with more exploration, you realize you are only able to empower the mind because you are the source. Hopefully this helps. I'll see you in the next one.